A global city, a cultural capital. London is one of the world's leading financial centres. An appropriate location for networking, the Institute of Directors held its 15th London Global Convention and commenced the conference with a global business meet at the House of Lords in the UK Parliament.
To promote good corporate governance in India, in Britain, I think is absolutely crucial. It's wonderful that the Institute of Directors is doing that for the 15th year in a row here in London and also for 25 years in its existence.
There were some excellent speeches in the House of Parliament, and that established the need for the conference, the relevance of it. It also gave some good pointers about how the industry can potentially be helped and how Britain is important to India and India is important to Britain.
The Institute of Directors is doing a great job because what it's doing is bringing together the key players in business globally to find solutions to those challenging issues around governance.
A gathering of thinkers, policy makers and corporate honchos from around the world. The 15th London Global Convention was held at the Millennium Hotel London Mayfair in the month of October. The theme of the conference was Effective Corporate Governance and Sustainability, Mandate of the Board.
We are focusing mainly on corporate governance and sustainability. These are the areas of today's problems with so many scandals that we had in early 2000. So we had to see how corporate governance can be strong, how boardrooms can be strong to avoid such eventualities in future. So that is why these themes are very popular, and we want to see the experience of the other countries as to how they are doing and how we can do that.
It's not just for companies that feel they need to look at this, but also for any company to mitigate the risks that something will go wrong reputationally. And so for me, having a sense of what social responsibility issues there are inside the company and trying to address those is important for any organisation.
Businesses need to be thinking about their long-term success, the strength of their business model, and they need to be able to bring together and join up all of their thinking to do that. That's something we call integrated thinking, and if we can drive that through conferences like this, then we're going to make it a better world.
Developing better corporate governance standards and practices is very important to building trust and markets, to help the savers invest in the right opportunities, and to develop more companies, more jobs and growth in the economy.
I have great privilege in inviting our distinguished speakers.
The inaugural session of the 15th London Global Convention saw eminent speakers exchange views on corporate governance and sustainability.
Building the economy of India in a way which combines the features of ease of doing business and corporate partnership, as well as social, economic, and ecological sustainability, is a gigantic task. A resurgent India, which creates a strong, diversified, highly developed, and powerful economy with capacity for long-term growth, as well as rapid growth with a strong institutional structure, can achieve this. India is now attracting among the highest FDI levels in the world. I am sure companies will also be encouraged by our recently announced commitment to lower the emission intensity of our GDP growth by a third in less than 2 decades. A careful analysis, I believe, would show that apart from the analyses done by these boardrooms of alternatives, those who do invest take a view based on sustainability as well as the capacity to exercise corporate governance over the long term, and that is a vital element in the ease of doing business. In this context, I would like to conclude by noting that you meet here in London, where there is a similar approach to ensuring that business confidence is enhanced and enterprise is made to feel it has opportunity. It is also a location with a truly global perspective, so you should, in your deliberations, be able to have a good exchange of views on corporate governance and sustainability from a really global perspective. Thank you.
This great city is built on trade. Its openness to people's ideas and commerce has for centuries been the engine of growth that propelled London and the UK to its position as one of the world's most important markets. And that's why this conference is so crucial and why I congratulate you on your 25th anniversary. Bringing together business leaders from across the globe here in London, and in particular, those of you who have come from India. We are the third largest investors in each other's countries. Indian companies in the UK generated over £19 billion for the UK economy. Companies here need to be getting in on the act in India. The Indian government's recent announcement of a 40% carbon reduction is a clear signal of the business opportunities. Thank you very much.
It is very difficult to convince industry that you need to invest, and in long term, you need to convert your systems into more sustainable mechanisms. I believe conferences like these or dialogues like these do help people to actually come face to face with industrial partners who have actually adopted to such mechanisms of practice and have shown that it can be done successfully. Now look at sustainability becoming more affordable, more attractive. You have the LEDs, which a normal life of an LED, average life is about 20 years, and gives you 90% less heat and light. So you know what? Look at the dynamic change. So it is always not a compromise. If you innovate, if you look at it, and if you transform sustainability mechanisms in your production agenda, I'm sure as corporation leaders, as business institution heads, you will be able to embark yourself on a journey which is more closer to your generational aspiration. Thank you.
I now request our next distinguished speaker, Mr. Ravi Parthasarthi, Chairman, ILFS from India, to deliver his theme address.
Surely we all know what is good, what is bad. And the litmus test is that if you're ashamed if that behavior comes out in the open, then it is bad governance. If you're not ashamed of it coming out in the open, it's good. It's a little simpler than wading through documents which are sometimes so thick, issued by market regulators. The central belief was that public good should be ahead of private good. So my last query for the conference participants is, can we get to go there from here? Thank you very much.
Both the topics, corporate governance and sustainability, are themes that are occupying the corporate mind right now. And the way this has been staged and set up with introduction from some very eminent speakers, this has really set the stage for us to have a very good discussion.
The whole role of boards and the role that boards have in setting the agenda for businesses, in laying out the strategy, and some of the hurdles that they have to work through. I thought this was really well covered. An excellent, excellent couple of days.
Reasserting the importance of good corporate governance and good corporate governance for a sustainable purpose of a company, and working out how do we achieve that, I think is hugely important.
While policymakers and corporate honchos took center stage to discuss the importance of effective governance,
India has taken ambitious targets for its reducing emission intensity.
Union Minister Prakash Javadekar engaged the audience with a video message sent from India.
If we continue our unsustainable practices, lifestyle, industrial, agriculture, or any other thing. It will definitely not be, one planet will not be enough. So we have to ensure that one planet become sufficient to meet the needs of 9 billion people, because that is where the population will be stabilizing in years to come.
The Global Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance.
On the other side of the break, we bring you the presentation of the prestigious Golden Peacock Awards.
This will be a market-led initiative to gather practical insight as to how boards can play their role in setting, embedding, monitoring and measuring corporate culture.
The Institute of Directors has been spearheading the movement of creating a sustainable corporate world for the past 25 years.
Firstly, I would like to congratulate General Ahluwalia and his team. I think they are doing a fantastic job for so many years, and inspiring all the experts in different sectors is a remarkable job.
IOD is playing a very, very effective role in making the role of boards, the importance of corporate governance understood at various levels.
This has been far, far better than the earlier years. And I think one of the reasons is that people are getting interested into doing business with India, and they find that our platform gives them an opportunity to discuss independently.
From holding conferences to conducting training programs and releasing a wide range of publications and handbooks, the Institute of Directors has been instrumental in demonstrating how ethical practices and transparency can become a competitive advantage for businesses world over.
This is actually my third year running that I've been to this fantastic event, and can I congratulate the Institute of Directors of India for holding this event and holding it in London. And it's been a fantastic discussion on sustainability, on corporate governance.
I think that for an investment position, if you've got effective and sustainable corporate governance and it's seen to be an issue that they're dealing with, that will encourage investment into India and it will generate sustainability for the future.
When you talk about sustainability, corporate governance, transparency, CSR, this is something which all of us have to do inherently.
One of the prime initiatives of the Institute of Directors has been the institution of the Golden Peacock Awards, which have become a benchmark for corporate excellence.
I have myself invested a certain amount of time and effort over the past few years in trying to foster the relationships between our two countries, both between the two governments and between the two societies and economies. And it's particularly fitting that this splendid set of awards and this occasion should be presided over by the Institute of Directors of India and its splendid general. It's a global award, but it's presided over by an Indian IOD, and that's appropriate because India is becoming one of the great global powers, and it's appropriate that it should be in London because London is one of the great global cities. But I'm also very pleased to be here this evening because of the nature of the awards and the nature of what they symbolize. We are probably on the verge of the largest technological revolution in world history. In the end, all of these technologies at the service of humanity are also only going to be useful to humanity if the people who are responsible for using them are well led. And in the end, that's a matter of humans and of emotional intelligence and of integrity and of governance and of leadership. So I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted that you, sir, are leading the charge in making the whole world more aware of the importance of leadership and governance, and I'm here especially to congratulate all those who are receiving their prizes today. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, The very first Golden Peacock Award for 2015 to be presented this evening is the Global Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance. And the first of the winners of this award in the beverages area is Diageo plc. Senior Counsel for Cummins. In the financial services sector, the award for excellence in corporate governance goes to Sedco Holding Group from Saudi Arabia. The FMCG sector, the winner in that area is Kellogg Company from the United States. In the oil sector, collecting the award on behalf of PTT Global Chemical plc from Thailand is Mrs. Yuramani Putong. The petrochemical sector, the winners in that award are the IRPC public company, also from Thailand. In the real estate sector, Jones Lang LaSalle Incorporated from the USA.
I'm very proud and pleased to accept this award on behalf of JLL. This is an award for our corporate governance, and that's something that we do take very seriously.
We received the award because in terms of our corporate structure. So we're a family business, but it's important that we separate ownership from management.
We move on to the Golden Peacock Global Award for Sustainability. The winners in this category begin with the agriculture and farm equipment sector, Monsanto from the United States. The second sector in this category is the automobiles, and collecting the award on behalf of General Motors Company is Ian Allen. The Golden Peacock Award for Sustainability won in the government sector. The award is given to Dubai Customs. In the financial services sector, the London Stock Exchange Group. In the oil sector, the Golden Peacock Award for Sustainability goes to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation of India. And the final Global Award for Sustainability in the steel sector goes to Tata Steel of India. And so we move on to the Golden Peacock Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance. And the award winner in the automobile sector is Mahindra & Mahindra Limited. Also from Mumbai, we have the financial services sector, whose award has been won by BSE Limited. The Golden Peacock Award for Sustainability in the energy sector. The award winner is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. In the financial sector for banking, for the Sustainability Award, we have Yes Bank Limited from Mumbai.
They're doing a commendable job, and it is not just about getting the right ecosystem together or the training programs that they do, but I think they are ahead of the curve.
It shows that one can be a successful company from a commercial standpoint, and at the same time be very conscious of our duty to promote sustainable growth.
There is participation of Indian companies, UK companies. We have seen people from Austria, Singapore. So I think the response is good.
And the last Golden Peacock Award for Sustainability in the telecommunications sector is Bharti Airtel Limited from New Delhi. And the winners of the Golden Peacock Innovation Management Award this year, Education and Training sector, British Orchard Nursery of Dubai. The final award for innovation management in the pharmaceutical sector is Natco Pharma from Hyderabad.
This Golden Peacock Award for this is innovation management. So innovation management is basically for R&D. That's a conventional thinking. But at Natco, what we turned out is it can be in any field.
British Orchard Nurseries UAE takes pride in winning the Innovation Award for the year 2015 under IOD and the entire conference here. We take pride in the innovation that we've had in our curriculum, in our assessments for young children.
I was very impressed to come here today to talk about Ireland's economy, our economic development and our links with India, because we have increased our trade greatly, and it was great to make so many contact with leading Indian business people and to have a discussion with them about how we can develop our economic links in the future.
I believe that this sustained interest in various schemes and various topics that IOD does bring about every time that it holds a conference shows that it is well thought of and that they are very relevant to the corporate world today.
With a robust gathering of more than 250 business leaders, industrialists and policy makers, the 15th London Global Convention provided a perfect platform to determine how effective boardroom practices can lead the way for a more sustainable world.